Welcome back to Mouthing Off, and we're all intimate friends of Dorothy here, discussing the commercialisation of gay culture. Now, homosexuals are often accused of wanting to point the finger at everyone, to suggest that everyone's gay. But if you notice, they're always pointing at people like Tom Cruise or beautiful people like Jodie Foster. You never hear anyone suggest that Newman from Seinfeld is a tad lavender. I never hear anyone suggesting that the fat guy from Healthy, Wealthy and Wise probably gets his groceries delivered through the tradesman's entrance. Well, do you? You don't, do you? No.
No, you don't.
Now, Mikol, is the mainstream gay scene too body beautiful and fashion obsessed?
Well,
as a sort of a big macho spunk that you are.
I think so. I mean, Greg will probably say, you know, I'm probably old and ageist and bitter and twisted.
And have a dirty feather boa on your head.
Wait till I tell you where it's been.
And didn't leave Adelaide until he was 35.
Yeah, go on. I think there's too much focus on the body, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, sex is great, as we all know, but, I mean, there's a bit of mind there as well attached to these bodies. And, you know, you can squeeze a nipple for days, but you can't get a good conversation out of it, can you?
Yeah, you don't seem to have many...
For sure.
You don't seem to have many chubby chasers in the gay scene. Greg, do you think it's too fashion and body obsessed?
Excuse me, we've got a call coming through. It's the drug deal.
It's the gay thought police now. They found us. Do you think it is too body and fashion obsessed?
Well, look, there is nothing wrong with people trying to improve themselves. I mean, the fact if someone wants to spend time on their body, that's their problem.
Yeah, it's good to be healthy.
I think it is.
But the attitude, though, it's horrible.
But
attitude.
Just because someone has a nice body, that means they don't have a brain anymore?
Well, often it does, sadly.
Yeah. Depends on how many steroids are kind of, you know, eaten away.
Paul, you're not exactly built like a Tom of Finland drawing. How does the effeminate wog look go down on the scene these days?
Well,
I mean, you're languid and glamorous instead, aren't you? You're not sort of like this, g'day.
It's a fun, you don't feel kind of welcome in a lot of places. It's funny, it's sort of, you don't feel like you fit in or you belong, you know, and I've felt that ever since I came out. So it's been going on for a long time.
But 10, 15, 20 years ago, there were a lot more gay men that had your sort of body image, you know, sort of willowy and long-haired and that sort of thing. You don't see that much anymore,
Not in anymore.
No, they're all losing it.
Look at that image, with, you know, with lesbians, you know, in the last 5 or 10 years. You know, the only thing that used to distinguish lesbians or butch and femme, as we used to have it, was the identification of someone, you know, looking at a woman who looked like a man, and then, you know, that made the butch lesbian all the more sort of like revealing, whereas the femme lesbian blended in with so many of the straight-looking girls that they thought the only lesbians around were these like mad, you know, wild butch women. Whereas, you know, like now that lesbian chic thing that's happening is totally like, you know, just so exciting. You know, I mean, I mean, when would we have seen on the front page of you know, Vanity Fair, you know, like that shot with KDC and Cindy, you know, I mean, that's a muck.
Okay, well, how about the ethnic look as well? I mean, how does it, you know, you're as a nice Greek boy like yourself, Paul, I mean, do you find that you're being stereotyped all the time? Do they expect you to be sort of mustachioed and Mediterranean and all that sort of stuff? Absolutely. It mustn't be easy being, like, pigeonholed while you're getting cornholed at the same time, does it?
I don't know, that sounds interesting, yeah.
But Paul's never been able to come to terms with the fact that he's, you know, a gay icon in this city and is so famous and respected for his work that, you know, he wouldn't get that shit laid on him from the average boy on Oxford Street, you know, because he is who he is. But
there is a bit of ethnic stereotyping that goes on.
I mean, I used to go out and people would ignore me, and now they come out and say, well, so when's your next show?
It's like, forget my show, what do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you going to ask me out on a date?
Frustrating.
Okay, Greg, do you think there's a problem there with a tolerance of diversity within the scene there like that? Like, you know, that expectation that rice queens, you know, Asian queens are supposed to be all sort of Madame Butterfly-like and all like that?
Yeah, look, I have to admit that the gay scene is pretty shocking like that. I mean, we, you know, there's the leather crowd, and then there's the rice crowd, and we're very judgmental. We want acceptance. We want acceptance from everyone else,
but we don't accept
within our
each
own.
other.
We don't accept
each
other.
That's an interesting thing, isn't it? We don't accept each other. We've got all these little divisions going on, you know. There was a thing of, we don't want lesbians at the party, and the lesbians we want our own space, and all that started happening, you know. So it's very diverse in that, you know, that whole thing. And also with relationships too, like with gay men having relationships and having role models. If they want to have relationships, there's not a lot of that going on. You know, it's the Mardi Gras. Let's have parties, take drugs, and let's have muscles and lycra.
That identikit queen look. I mean, Nora. I mean, why do gay men wear t-shirts 2 sizes too small and those tight little bloody shorts that make like cappers look like they're baggy?
Well, I think they're trying to compete with the dyke who wears the big check shirt and the the big jeans. You know, it's like a look totally of its own. I have this funny story I've got to tell you about this friend of mine in LA who is a gorgeous black woman, you know, total dyke, total femme dyke. You would not in a million years walk down the street and think, you know, anything else but total femme girl. So, and she works in this club in South Central, and she used to get so tired of those toxic little club queens who would come in those, you know, those little shirts.
Tight shorts.
Yeah, and those tiny little spandex shorts. So she used to come to work when she was really pissed off. She used to come to work with this little water pistol filled with acetone. And if any queen gave her a really hard time, she'd wait until he walked away and then she'd spray him with this thing, and the latex and the stuff would just melt and dissolve right there in front of everybody.
Let's start doing that now.
Wouldn't that be fabulous?
Dykes are scary, aren't they?
Especially on bikes, yeah.
But then, you know, I mean, the whole fashion policing, you know, I mean, you know, the gay community prides itself, and especially, you know, toxic gay queens. I mean, they pride themselves on being toxic. So, you know, and that we've got this other culture that we're not all really nice to one another. It's the more toxic we can be to one another, the more we love each other.
Yeah.
You know, that's certainly, you know, true in my
So it's like family squabbles, in other words.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
it's
well,
like,
let's look ahead now to Poof 2000! What does the dawn of the new millennium herald for gays and lesbians? Where are we going, Paul?
Where are we going? Oh, God. I don't have any idea.
You think in the future everyone will be gay for 15 minutes?
Probably. It's getting that way. It's a fashion thing. It's a fashion thing. I hope we get past that fashion thing. It's in, it's fashionable, it's, you know, whatever, latest music, techno. It's something that exists and happens. And men can walk down the road.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see.
They follow them now. I mean, do you think we'll start to see gay people take the lead again culturally?
Well, look, I'm very excited about the new millennium, and at the start of the new millennium, all eyes will be on Sydney 2000, and don't think that hasn't escaped us. I mean, they say that the Aboriginals are going to hijack the Olympics, but we're going to hijack the opening ceremony. Let me tell you. I can see us doing a wonderful Birth of a Nation with Ned Kelly in sequence. And they did the kids on bikes with inflatable kangaroos. Well, I can see the dykes on bikes with inflatable sex dolls.
and the real truth will come out about Caroline Chisholm.
Wow. Wow, Caroline Chisholm, did she dine at the Y? And on that note, the Ecky's wearing off, the party's almost over, and my butt plug is killing me. So we've reached a consensus here that being a poof is no fun anymore, unless you're Nicole Furneaux, Greg Logan, Nora Savona, or Paul Capsis. Thank you, and happy Mardi Gras, everyone. Happy Mardi Gras, Paul. Happy Mardi Gras, Nora. Happy Anzac Day. Happy Country Women's Association Annual Bake Off. Happy Pan Pacific Lawn Bowls Championship. Hey, what are you doing with the set, guys, anyway?
And made for the Comedy Channel.
Well, I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Oh,
I did. That was
do
great.
another one.
Thanks again, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah. Well done. Could have gone for an hour on that at least, I think. Yeah.
Easy.
We meant to drop a few things, which was a shame, but it was just going so well. You just let these things run normally. Thank you so much. Yeah. Good on you
yeah,
guys.
you've always got to allow like twice as much time for gay issues because they run. They just run.